All right, people, we're back. You're tuning in to Music and Motivation with Chris Davis, and this is episode number 134, I think. Today is Monday, August 9th, and, just as a little heads up, I've been having some dithering issues, which means there might be some, just a tiny little bit of clicks and pops. I've done everything I can about it, but, in the meantime, I still want to come hang out with y'all. So let's get some music. Let's cue it up and let's party. Smoke 'em if you got it. That's what we got thus far. Maybe we'll have more at the end of practice.
Hit the button.
Yeah, what's up, guys? That's my band, The Forgiving Tree. Working on some new stuff for you. What's happening, everybody? Great to be here on a Monday with you. Good to be back, dude. Sorry about the little hiatus in episodes. Just like everything, it's good to take a little break for a while and get your stuff together. Make sure you're coming back strong and hitting things, like a savage. We talk about that all the time, man. And sometimes in order to be a savage, you got to take a second for yourself, dude. I think I've said that before on our tips for surviving the week. You got to be able to find time to schedule a break for yourself. And here we are. But you know what? Nobody becomes a savage by not doing it or by quitting. And your boy ain't no quitter. So I'm back, kicking it with you. Hope y'all having a tremendous week already. It was a little bit of a rough July. Who cares? We get through it, we move on, and we rock and roll, you know what I mean? What is happening with you guys? I want to know what's happening with y'all. Shoot a voicemail over to our voicemail line over at anchor.com or .fm, and then, go to the Music and Motivation page and leave us a voicemail. Tell us what you love about the podcast, what you dislike, how your week's going, anything we can help with. You know what I mean? If you need a little advice, you want to tell us some good news, some bad news, whatever, man, we want to hear from you. If you're a listener, man, you're family to us. So, mad love and respect, y'all. Thank you for still tuning into this podcast, dude. It means the world to me. So, let's see. I spent a lot of time with my family. And God, I love my family. It's been, it's been a blessing to have them and spend so much time with them. We went out to North Carolina, out on the Outer Banks with my extended family, which is always super fun. Saw some crazy stuff. Specifically, I want to tell y'all about a seagull incident I had, okay? And I love birds. Especially when I go out to the Outer Banks, because the wildlife is so diverse and crazy. It just, you don't see wildlife like you do in the Sound, which is the area of water between the island and the mainland. So, I want to spend some time with my mom, and my wife is out there with me, and we decided we're taking my mom for coffee one morning. And we go into town, we grab some coffee, and while we're walking around, there's a spot where you can, feed the turtles. And there's a sign that says, food for turtles only. Food will hurt the birds. And there's a flock of seagulls around trying to, nab the food before the turtles can get to it. And they're, 70% successful in their heist. You know what I'm saying? So we're still trying to feed the turtles, but the birds keep getting all the food. there's a big old green turtle that's like a sea turtle that's like this big, and it's so beautiful, man. We're trying to throw food to it, and the seagull keeps getting it, and he gets so cocky that he lands in the water too. Okay, and he's just waiting for more food. And we throw some to this giant green turtle, and the bird gets to it beforehand, but like lands and sits in the water again, waiting for more. All of a sudden, next thing you know, the green turtle grabs this seagull's leg, and not a sound from the seagull. Its wings go up. You see it try to flap away, and it can't. You see it not go anywhere, and all of a sudden, the seagull starts sinking, and the green turtle's pulling it underwater. It goes down like 3 feet under the water, wings outstretched, trying to like swim. Craziness. All while there's this family next to us with a bunch of kids feeding the turtles as well. Everybody's watching this sight in horror. And this turtle is a cruel mofo, you know what I mean? It lets the seagull's head come right out of the water, just the head. Gets like a couple breaths in, lets out a couple wails because it realizes how fucked it is, and then it sinks back down under the water. And this is where the seagull really starts like screaming, and you can hear the screams from under the water, and it's terrifying. It's horrible. And the kids' parents are holding them up so they can get a good scene. And I hear one of them go, "You don't see this in Nebraska." I'm like, "I bet you don't. I bet you don't." But you know, here's the other thing. It went on for so long, man. We got it 3 minutes into the screaming, and we were like, you know, we need to leave. We need to leave. And I felt so responsible. My 25 cents to get the like little bit of turtle food murdered this seagull. And all I can think from there is just like, yeah, the food will hurt the turtles. You know what I'm saying? So, Jesus Christ. I don't know how, but I'm going to work that into a comedy bit somehow. But seriously, we were traumatized. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, bro. The circle of life out there in the Outer Banks. Totally bizarre, dude. Totally bizarre. But yeah, I got to spend some time with my family. Thank God everybody's safe, healthy, and doing all right. You know, for a lot of people, this is when people are going back to school. So my siblings are going back to college this week and next. And I wish them nothing but the best of luck. You know what I mean? College is tough. I definitely thought I was going to drop out a few times there. But you know what? If I can make it, you savages can make it. So if my siblings listening to this, you got it. You savage mofos. Let's see. Saw a lot of friends, too. It's been nice. A lot of people reaching out / getting together because it's been so long, you know. Keeping it, you know, social distanced and pretty lax, small numbers of people, but because cases are popping again here in Missouri, but, you know, cross my fingers, knock on wood, we've been blessed so far, man. So everybody stay safe out there, man. Cases are popping, and I won't get all political, but, you know, shit, I ain't getting political at all, man. I'm just saying be safe, dude. Vaccinated, unvaccinated, whatever. Be safe out there. And here's the other thing, man. I actually really wanted to talk to you with you guys today. You know, I've talked about this before. The 3 things that it takes to make a savage: love, loyalty, and respect, man. And I feel like America has a very huge shortage in respect. Okay, I want to say, man, I don't care what your political beliefs are. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your race is. But I respect you, man. If you're out here doing your best, bro, I got love and loyalty in my heart for you. And the toughest time for me to really respect everybody is when I'm driving. In St. Louis, the traffic is terrible. The tailgaters are terrible. And the speed limit's is 60 or 65 miles per hour on the highway, and everybody goes 90 or above. You know what I mean? It's just, that's when I really need to practice my patience. And I think everybody, whatever your political ideology is, bro, needs to practice patience and respect right now, because we all got to realize, man, we're all just doing our best to get through this together, right? And what I wish I could see in America right now is us come together on a united front for one way or the other for something, right? But this whole COVID mess has only divided us further, and that's exactly what they want. Okay, no description on who they is. You know what I mean? Just saying, whether it's the media who makes money off our division, whether it's the government who definitely makes money off our division, the lobbyists for sure. You know, they want to keep America as divisive as possible, bro, which is why the mass media on both sides really, really ramps it up to piss you off, dude. That's why I don't really watch the mainstream media news anymore, okay? Because, A, I want to still have respect for you, regardless of if me and you don't have the same opinion, okay? And that's what, that's what I want to see in America. That's why I wanted to talk about this, you know what I mean? Because that's what I'm trying to do. Regardless of where you're at, I want to have respect and, at least some sort of love in my heart for you. You know what I mean? I think that's super important for us to remember that we're all Americans and that we're all on the same team. You know what I mean? As shitty as it is, that's what a war really is good for, is to unite us as a country under one flag once again. And I hope to God we don't go to a war. I'm not saying that. I'm no warmonger, dude. I'm the biggest hippie. I don't ever want to have to, be put in a situation where, oh my God, you know what I'm talking about. But we don't have, I wish COVID, as big of an issue as it was something that united us. And it is intentionally there to divide us. Not intentionally, but they're definitely utilizing it to divide us further, bro. Don't let it divide you further. You know what I mean? Find ways to practice patience and respect. Patience and respect, guys. That's what I'm saying. And it's easier said than done, dude. I feel like being a teacher has been the biggest exercise and learning curve to me learning patience, okay? But still, I don't ever want to hate somebody for their opinion. That seems dumb. Seems super dumb, okay? Don't hate me for my opinion, guys, too, because I got nothing but love and respect for you. Let's get off the crazy talk anyways. Hey, here to have a good time, right? Fuck yeah. I'm waking up. I'm getting my coffee. I'm doing productive stuff. Crossing off them goals on my list, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, dude, if this is the first time you're tuning in, every week I try to make a list of all the goals I want to get done every day. I try to write a few out the night before. I try to write out my schedule as best I can as I know it, for the upcoming week. And that helps me stay productive. It helps me keep doing shit that's going to get me somewhere to achieve one of my bigger goals down the road. Or just tiny goals to make my life a little easier or my wife's life a little easier. You know what I mean? Because if I do a little thing for my wife, it just shows her I love her and I'm thinking about her, which is all she wants for the most part. You know what I mean? Aside, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? That's one of the awesome ways to show people you love them. Just by doing stuff for them without asking. Let's see what else has happened. So we went to North Carolina, to the Outer Banks. I have two bands going right now, the Jazz Operators. We just got David back on saxophone, and I love him on saxophone. He is the best sax player I've ever met, and he brings so much to the band. So it's such a wonderful feeling having him back. You know what I mean? Super grateful to have him back. He really fills out the sound in the band. We also are moving along with this rock band, dude, and I'm enjoying every minute of it, dude. We've got 5 originals, a couple covers, but we keep writing more and more music, and it is so inspiring working with my man Dan the Rapture. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, go back to early music and motivation episodes and check out my 2 interviews with Dan the Rapture, because they are truly something. And that's my new drummer, so worth a listen. Also, the music I played at the beginning is is some stuff we've been working on. So I hope y'all enjoy that, and I'm going to keep trying to show y'all little bits and snippets of it as we keep rolling, you know. So shout out to my boy Farmer, because, you know, he's the man. Couldn't do this shit without you, buddy. He was supposed to come on Friday, and then we had some crazy life stuff happen, and you know, life definitely hits everybody at the most inopportune times, you know what I'm saying? So life did that to everybody in July a little bit. You know, there's one or two people that had a really good July, and them I said, hey man, be super grateful. You know, celebrate that, you know what I mean? Because July kicked my butt, dude. You know, I don't want to bum you all out saying what the hell happened. We had a dog pass away in the family. We had a friend's cousin pass away that hit really hard, that because she just saw them, and you never know what the hell's going to happen in this crazy world. You know what I mean? Like, anything can happen at any point because it's all chaotic, and you only do what you can. That's what I say about doing your best, man. Just do your best, and you're going to have a good time. Okay, things might suck sometimes, but at the end of the day, you wake up, you get opportunities to have a good day, and I think that's a good thing. I like that. Somebody quote me on that sometime. Let's see. I don't have any sound effects today, which is really sad because the soundboard isn't working. And again, if you're hearing like weird clicks and pops as we're going through, I did everything I could to get rid of them. I think it's this new digital audio converter, or audio ADC, audio to digital converter. And I think it's got a dithering issue in it, and it's brand new, and that makes me so mad. So I had to do like 7 tests before this, and this is as good as we could get it. So I'm sorry if my voice is a little low today too. But it is what it is. Let's get some sponsors in here so we get some moolah coming, you know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Caleb. Caleb came out on a family vacation with us for a week, and God bless him, dude. He did so good with it. So love you, buddy. And if you're watching this, I hope you had a great day. You're a savage. This upcoming weekend, I'm about to go to the lake with Christian and Brett. Christian was one of my groomsmen / Christian and Brett were some of the best roommates I ever had in college. So it's going to be super great to see them, have a little downtime, party it up, and socialize with some true OGs. I'd like to have Dan Rapture come on the podcast here soon. Actually, you know what, guys? If you've gotten this far and you're a St. Louis musician, I want you to hit me up. I want to interview you. Or if you're a listener and you know a St. Louis musician who would like to come on the podcast, hit them up. Have them hit me up. Do the middleman thing. I want to interview local St. Louis musicians about their bands, their experiences, and all the stuff they want to promote, man. Because I want to just give back to my community. That's what this whole thing was about. So, if you're a St. Louis musician, you want to interview that'll promote your stuff for free, come on in, man. Want to hear from you. I hope to have a few cool guest interviews coming up here soon. Other things, even though I took a little hiatus on music and motivation, my other podcast, Comedy by Coincidence, is still going strong, and we're throwing out a new episode every week on that, and man, they're funny. I thoroughly enjoy working with my man Ty Young, who's my favorite comedian, and if you haven't checked it out already, make sure you go like and subscribe. Listen to a couple on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to your podcast, dude. That's Comedy by Coincidence with Chris Davis and Ty Young, man. And if you just search Comedy by Coincidence, you will find it for sure. It's on Facebook too. If you want to like the fan page so that you get all of your Comedy by Coincidence updates. Okay, I'm sorry if I just burped into the mic. I tried not to. Ty would not stop burping in the mic the other day. I had to edit that, and it was just like listening to burps for like 3 hours. while I was editing, and I was just like, I tried to cut most of them, but it is what it is. Sometimes when you drink this much coffee, you get a little bit gassy. A couple tips for surviving the week real quick, man. Tip number 1, make sure you schedule yourself some downtime so you don't burn yourself out, dude. Burning out sucks. And there's nothing worse like having the tough, really shitty, really long work week and then being burnt out for your 1 or 2 days off. So try to find a way to relax and schedule some downtime on your work days too. You know what I mean? Super important part of life. Tip number 3, make sure you're writing out some goals, crossing them off every week. You don't have to do it quite as crazy like I do, where I do it every single day, but crossing off goals definitely makes you feel like you're being productive. So that's why I talk about it so much. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Tip for my musicians, just so I don't forget about you, keep practicing. You know what I'm saying? Practice makes perfect, and by practicing 20 or 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, we're going to become expert musicians in no time, dude. That's what I tell all my students, and the ones who actually hold themselves to that 3 to 4 times 20 to 30 minutes, which isn't a lot of time, man. 1 time a day, 20 minutes is not a lot of time, dude. You got this. Okay? Keep practicing, guys. Don't give up. That's tip number 2. Look, even Jimi Hendrix, thought he wasn't worth anything and joined the army there for a little bit. Little did he know he'd be the best guitarist of all time. So you never know. If you just keep working at it, going to get to where you want to be or where you need to be. Okay? And right now, I realize I'm where I need to be, which is why I'm not rushing. That's why I'm not pushing in any one direction. I'm letting life come to me as we go, and I'm making my own moves. You know what I mean? Because your boy's a savage. Don't forget it. And don't you forget you're a savage, bro. If you listen to this and you get to this point, don't forget you're a freaking savage, dude. If you listen to this podcast, chances are you're a cool person. B, you got that love, loyalty, and respect in your heart. And C, you got that drive and willpower and desire to succeed. You know what I mean? So keep it up, bro. Push yourself a little extra this week. Schedule that downtime. Cross the goals off. You know what I'm saying? I love you, you bad mofos. I want you to have a good week. Call into the podcast. Voicemail, And, yo, mad love and respect. Smoke them if you got them, dude. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a tremendous week, okay? We'll play out on what we came in on. Smoke them if you got them.